Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's tutorial is going to be a full-on out drag makeup tutorial I am performing. So I'm going to be making sure that my wig doesn't fly off. I do this by grabbing some duct tape and just taping down my wig cap. And then also when I glue it down in the front, the lace won't be directly attached to my hair. So you know, it's going to be a good way to protect both the lace and my actual hair, and it will not let my wig fly off. So the first step that we're going to be doing is going to be priming our face. I'm using the e.l.f. Poreless Primer all over. It's one of my favorite primers. I actually like it more than the professional one, just because it's affordable and I feel like it doesn't leave much of a thick residue like the Poreless one. I'm going to be gluing down my eyebrows. I do this in every single one of my videos pretty much. If you want to go ahead and look at previous videos, you can do that. It's all over my channel. I'm just going to be gluing it down with the Elmer's glue stick, and then going to go over it with white powder to set it, and then I'm going to be brushing that off once it dries and it's set, and then just going in with foundation and covering that up. Now I popped in some contacts before I do my makeup, just that way, you know, my eyes adapt to them, and when I do my makeup I don't ruin them or anything happens. The foundation that I'm using here is a TV paint stick from Krylon in the color FS36. Then I'm gonna go in with a beauty blender. But this one's just like a blending sponge, but you know, if you have a beauty blender, go ahead and use it. If not, a sponge will do just fine. And I'm gonna blend that all the way down to my neck, like I said. Then with the same style of TV paint stick in the color F1, I'm just going to be highlighting underneath of my eyes, my forehead, my top of the lips, and you know, I'm using the same sponge to make sure that it all evens out and blends perfectly. And I'm gonna go in with the Anastasia Beverly Hills foundation stick in the color Mink for my contour. I'm going to start off with my cheeks and then just lightly on top of my forehead. Like I said, I am going to be in a wig, so that's going to take up a lot of my forehead space already, so I don't want to overdo it. And I'm going to make sure that I bring that contour down to my brow bones, just to make a more pronounced shape. And then I'm going to be contouring my nose as well. I want a really small, fine nose, so I just take the edge of my beauty blender and the corners of it. Once more, with the same sponge that we used before, you're going to go in and blend the contour with the highlight. And I always go ahead and clean up the underneath of my contours, so I just apply more foundation and then blend it out. That really helps with a sharp edge and fine contour, so that will really slim down your face. And once you have that blended, you're going to go ahead and put some underneath your chin. That defines the chin, and once you're on stage and that light hits you perfectly, it looks like you have such a smaller face. And I'm going to be setting my whole face, and I'm going to be applying extra translucent powder wherever I put the highlight to bake it. And you know, as the time goes down, it really sets and highlights your face. You're going to make sure that you pack a lot, and I mean a lot of it, underneath your contour. Then you're just going to brush off any excess powder that landed on the contours of your cheek, your nose, and your forehead. And the first step that I'm going to be doing when it comes to my actual makeup is defining my brows. I'm going to be drawing them on, and I like to draw them on thick since it is an exaggerated makeup look. If you draw too thin of an eyebrow or like a tiny little line, to me it doesn't look too well. So what I always do is I outline the shape. I start off with where my natural brow would be, as that creates more of a natural look, and then I pull them all the way up and then make sure they look really sharp. And this step is always crucial, especially to shape them really well. If you see that they're not even, or that they're not as sharp as you want, you can go ahead. And the TV paint stick from Krylon is thick enough to use as a concealer, which is perfect for cleaning up the lines. You just put a little bit on and you fix them. And if you find the shape that they're both even and perfect, then you go ahead and you fill them in. the product that I'm using for my brows is the CC Beauty Dupe Flash Palette, and I'm using the color black because I really want them to stand out, especially with the green contacts. That'll make them pop. And then with the blonde hair that I'm going to be using, it is a rooted blonde wig. If it was all blonde, I would suggest more blonde eyebrows, but since it has, you know, the black roots, that's why I'm going to be doing my black eyebrows. And like I said, all you have to do is put them on, and then the CC Beauty is actually a cream, like a cream palette, so I use some black pressed eyeshadow from FM to set them. And just clean them up with some TV primer. Now I'm going to prime my eyelids for the actual makeup. I'm using the Urban Decay primer potion in the original, and I'm just gonna generously put that on my face, and then with my finger just blend that whole thing. And I'm using the palette from Charm, which is that Pearl palette, and I'm just going to be taking the Pearl White and just putting that all over my eyes. I'm using this as a base, and I'm going to be taking the Urban Decay pink, light pink tone, and just creating a crease. Now this crease doesn't have to be perfect, because I am going to go in and fix it, just pretty much define the shape. Kind of like an outline. And then for the same Urban Decay Electric Pigment palette, I'm going to be taking the purple and just mixing them both in to create extra dimension. And I'm going to be taking it from the outer corner towards the end, making sure that I pack it more towards the outside to create a pink smoky effect. And you just keep on blending. Now I'm going to be going in with the La Femme pressed eyeshadow in black. I got this one from Embellish FX, and I'm just going to be covering my lid pretty much with it. Like I said, I'm going to be cleaning this up. This is just more for extra dimension. And then just smoke it out, and it creates a flawless shade gradient. And now I'm taking the Jeffree Star's nude color from the Beauty Killer palette, and I'm just blending all of that out. And now to define my brow bone, I'm taking the color white from the CC Beauty Dupe Flash palette, and I'm just gonna go in and really go at it underneath my eyebrow. And once again, you blend, and then you bring the black right underneath your eyes. Now with the white from the CC Beauty Killer, the CC Flash palette, I'm going to be defining my crease and my lid. I want to make sure that it opens up my eyes, which is the whole like touch or like halo crease. But for this one, since I am going to be going in with pretty much covering a lot of my eyes with eyeliner, I'm just going to be creating a fake crease, which is what I call it when I just make the illusion of it. So you're just gonna go about halfway through the eye, make sure that it's really defined, sharp lines. Use a flat brush for this. And then once you have the eyelid completely covered in white, you go in with either a white powder, but for here I'm going to be using the Krylon Spark, which is like a translucent glitter that once it dries, it will set the whole white, but it will also give a sparkle. So as you can tell right here, it's just setting the whole white cream and adding sparkle to it. And then you do the same thing underneath the eyes. The whole point of doing it underneath the eye, like I said, is to open up your whole eye. And now you're going to outline your eyeliner with that Kat Von D eyeliner in Trooper, which is the original one. Hooded eyes, your eyeliner is always going to be big, so that's why I'm going crazy with it. And I'm taking the NYC color liquid eyeliner and just spreading that all over. And then with an eyeliner brush, I go in and black eyeshadow. Black eyeliner, I meant. And then I set it with the transparent eyeshadow. Find a little bit more with the cast from the Trooper. And then just cleaning it up and just pat it with a brush. And now we're gonna go in with lashes. I am using 3 or more for my top lashes. I always curl my natural ones and then put them on. The glue that I'm using is weave bonding glue. I recommend this if you're a drag queen, especially if you're performing, because it will hold on your lashes very tight. The only downfall to it is that if you do have thin lashes, you might rip them out, so just be very careful when you're taking off the fake ones. And now for bottom lashes, I know it's a trend nowadays, especially since season 9 of RuPaul's Drag Race, to use bottom lashes. So I'm going to be going ahead and doing that as well. These ones are just some bottom lashes that I made myself by cutting up some bigger lashes from the dollar store. I do recommend that if you're trying to save yourself some money. And then you're gonna get rid of all the excess powder. You're just taking a fluffy brush. I use a powder foundation brush and just take it all out. For my contours, I'm gonna be using the Sephora palette. I'm gonna be taking the top color on the right hand side and then the bottom color on the left hand side, mixing those two and just going over whatever I used on Anastasia foundation stick. And then to highlight, I'm going to be using the same contour palette from Sephora. I'm just going to be taking the two lightest colors and applying it everywhere else on my face that I didn't use the contour. I like to spray my brush when I'm using this with setting powder because it does apply and make it stick to the face more. Now you do want to go in a little heavy-handed with this product. It works amazing. The color is so rich, but at the same time, it's not too much for payoff. So really make sure that you pack it. And then we're going to be taking the NYX blush. It's a dupe for the NARS Orgasm. So it's amazing. And then once you have that on, I started on my lips. I'm lining them with a brown liquid liner. And I'm going to be filling them in with the Ofra Santa Ana. This color is so rich and so pretty. It's like a mix of like a pink and a nice like salmon peachy kind of color. I don't know, it's gorgeous. I honestly don't remember the colors. I think one of them is like mint, and I don't remember the other one. I would like to say it's just a pink color. And I'm going to be applying that on top of the lips to really get them glossy and shiny. And then to cover my goatee, I'm gonna apply some glitter from Glitter Addict and some orange glue stick, and that will be the last touch for the look. And then just to set everything, I'm going to be using the Urban Decay all-nighter setting spray. That is definitely my go-to. I recommend it 110%. Hey guys, so that was it for today's look. I hope you guys like it. I know that a lot of you guys have been asking me to do a cool drag look from beginning to end. So that's what I brought. Today's is a Barbie pink fantasy. I am going to be wearing a pink bodysuit with a black bra and black bodycon straps around. So that's why I decided to go with this look. I hope you guys like it. Before you leave, don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment down below what else you guys want me to do next. As always, thank you guys from the bottom of my heart. I love you guys, and goodbye. Until next time.